It's week 6 of the NFL, and we'll see Chris Olave. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Colts and the Titans. All that and more coming up next.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Here we go, set.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Off play action. Richardson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Richardson. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Richardson looking to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Open man is Samuel, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he will have a Titans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Montgomery is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the Colts 2-yard line.
Once more, Montgomery trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Daniels looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. You talk about this Titan defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Colts had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go play action. Daniels rolling to his right. Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, That seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Daniels. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. He'll buy some time right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Chris Olave. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Titans offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Option handoff for Gainwell. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's a screen with Gainwell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To the air goes Daniels. Complete to Olave on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a 2nd and 2. And now they'll shift things around. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he takes it in for a Colts score. DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts add 6 to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Coup for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Titans now. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A big pickup of 38. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
McBride on the slant. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Colts offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Daniels. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Off the play fake, Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. To throw is Daniels. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play, maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Second and 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adam Thielen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Coup now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now Richardson. A short one here, caught by McBride.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Deep to return is Darius Davis.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Daniels going to throw for it. Olave over the middle and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And his fine first half of the season continues. That is his 50th catch already. Well on his way to the century mark and perhaps even significantly beyond that.
Ready? I'm not flying.
They'll run right here with Swift, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff coming left is Gainwell. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This is 2nd and 8. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Flushed out right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marvin Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time
That was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
Richardson going to move him around.
Richardson throwing to start the drive.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 1.
Let's go.
At the 47-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Come on, set.
Now it's Richardson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
18, right. Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Daniels looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Titans offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Richardson.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Richardson off the play fake. Montgomery, another target and catch. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Richardson out of the shotgun. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Okay, ready? Come on, set.
The drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Daniels.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
To the air goes Daniels.
Flush to his right.
That is caught.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now Daniels. Now this one taken in by Olave.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
To throw is Daniels.
His pass caught at the 4. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Richardson to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Richardson looking to throw this.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Richardson working from the gun. That is caught by Dell.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now Richardson looks to throw once more.
He stiff arms him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
14 more yards. That's another.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? Set, go.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Richardson, shotgun on 3rd down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Taken down at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 94 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Tennessee offense set to go again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hitting Samuel on the slant. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Second down and 3.
Come on, set.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go now.
Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Here Richardson yet again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Richardson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.